Good evening. I'm Vijay Narayan here in the Fiji Village newsroom. You're watching Fiji Village on record. This afternoon, as you heard and you saw in Fiji Village, Prime Minister Sitiveni Rabuka has changed his mind and has appealed the ruling delivered by High Court Judge Justice Dane Tuigeregere in relation to the removal of Barbara Malimali as FICAC Commissioner. We know that Rabuka has decided to appeal, and the papers were filed this afternoon, and one of the orders being sought in the appeal papers by the Prime Minister is an order preserving the status quo prior to the issuance of the judgment under appeal, including that the appointment of the Acting FICAC Commissioner Rokoika should remain. According to the appeal papers, which I have with me, the other orders being sought by the Prime Minister are that the appeal be allowed and the judgment set aside, a declaration that Malimali's appointment was unlawful, a declaration that Section 5 of the FICAC Act is unconstitutional to the extent that it purports to require the President to act on the advice as opposed to recommendation of the Judicial Services Commission after consultation with the Attorney General in respect of the appointment of the Commissioner and Deputy Commissioner of FICAC, a declaration that Malimali's appointment was impaired by pre-appointment taint, and an order staying the execution of the judgment and all further proceedings pending the determination of this appeal. Malimali's lawyer Tanya Wanganika confirms that she has received a notice. We have been told that the appeal papers were filed today, and this was served to Wanganika as Malimali's lawyer. Now, Fiji Village News has asked Rabuka why the change in the decision again, after earlier deciding to appeal, then not to appeal, and now to appeal. He has not said anything as yet. Justice Tuigeregere ruled on February 2nd this year that the President appoints the Commissioner of FICAC on the advice of the Judicial Services Commission, or JSC, and that the Prime Minister Rabuka did not have the authority to dismiss Malimali. He had stated the Judicial Services Commission is the correct body to advise the President, and he did not accept that the JSC was temporarily incapacitated. The judge said the JSC needs to consider Rokoika's acting FICAC Commissioner appointment, as that is a matter for the JSC. Now, Malimali had challenged the legality of her dismissal in June last year after the Commission of Inquiry report. Meanwhile, the JSC, chaired by Chief Justice Salesi Temo, had sent their recommendation 2 weeks ago for Rokoika to leave the FICAC office. No decision has been made by the President. There were indications that the President had asked the JSC to consider a severance payout for Rokoika. However, majority of the JSC members have said this payout cannot be done as Rokoika was not recommended for the acting FICAC Commissioner post by the JSC. The hearing for the appeal is yet to be decided. Stay on Fiji Village for more. For Fiji Village News, I'm Vijay Narayan.